Welcome to the Braai.
In this video, you'll witness the dynamic,
Why do they call it chicken dust?
I don't know, what do you think?
daring,
What I've had in the past is nothing like this.
delicious street food of Johannesburg, South Africa.
I'm gonna pair that with pedo? Poto? Pedo? It's probably not that.
Poto.
But first, let's back up. Our first stop in this cross-country South African food tour brings us to the city of Johannesburg,
Boom. Salud.
a city of over 5 million and the second largest in all of Africa.
Oh,
Welcome to South Africa.
Here, their iconic street food has influenced countries all over Southern Africa, and I'm gonna try them all.
here you have a bunch of different stuff you can eat it with. 5 different options, right?
Is it 5 or 6? I think 5.
Are you asking her?
Imagine.
I do believe it's your store.
From the giant beef head Smiley
If you drink this, you become a bear.
Do you have bears here?
Do you want one?
to some of the most epic, succulent, meat-dripping barbecues you'll find anywhere.
Would you finish this whole flat?
Yeah, in a month.
It all starts here.
This neighborhood we're in right now, it's got a lot of character.
Sure.
Tell me about Sundays in Johannesburg.
Oh my.
Because I'm wondering if what I'm witnessing on the streets is something that happens every day.
Obviously, Saturday, people went out partying and they're trying to find Babala's cure. Do you know what Babala's is?
No.
It's a hangover.
It feels like people never stop partying from Saturday.
We party from Thursday.
And then when does it end?
Never.
Okay. So I heard this is like the perfect drinking food. This is called the Smiley.
It all starts with a cow head, sliced down before cooking.
Now, I had this before when I was in Namibia. I think it was a goat head or a sheep head. But when I ate it then, it was actually smiling at me.
Sure.
But here it's just, it's cut up, it's on a plate.
The only difference here is cow. So you can't put a cow on, how is it gonna fit? The head is too big.
That's
So
a good point.
There's different types to make it, but the original way to make it is boil it, salt. If you want to add spices, you don't actually. You add spices when it's already here.
Chili beef seasoning.
Best thing in South Africa.
And peri-peri sauce.
The Smiley usually pairs with putu. The recipe is cheap and simple. Start with corn flour and add just a little bit of water.
I've seen something similar in different parts of Africa. In Tanzania, they might call it ugali, except for this looks like a more like dry version of it.
This one we cook with a fork. Cook it up until it becomes fluffy.
Finally, the dish isn't complete without a potent, savory cup of hot broth.
You're going to pour over your meat just so it goes down smoothly because you're gonna choke. Let's do what we have to do.
Pair that with the poto.
And then you're gonna pick the one that you want, and then you're gonna go in.
Oh, you already went for it?
Oh, I had to wait.
No, don't spit it out. Definitely don't spit it out.
Joining me today, the funny chef, Lebo.
Try it out.
And
She's a chef, actress, and a comedian.
Wow.
thank you.
Born and raised in Pretoria, nearby Johannesburg.
What I like about eating faces, it's a weird way to start a sentence. What I like about eating animal heads is that every bite's a little bit different. I understand why you kind of have to pour the stuff back on. It's like all the flavor has boiled out of it, so you pour the flavor back on. And you pair it with this. This is really dry. I'm not used to it.
But
if you eat it with some really soupy meat, it kind of balances out. My question is Johannesburg a street food city?
definitely, I come from Pretoria. We come to Johannesburg for street food. We have 11 different languages. We have different cultures. Everybody is just trying to mix their cultures together to see what works. And that's what you get in street food here in Johannesburg.
Do you know what I think we should mix together?
What?
Some hot sauce.
Wow.
That's what we call transition, kids.
There's your bear juice over here.
Whoa, what kind of a seasoning is that?
Yep.
Do you know what's in there?
It's chili beef seasoning. What do you think?
Before it tasted like 100% beef, now it's like 110% beef. The beef is so much more beefy.
It's potent.
Very nice. How about that hot sauce?
Let's go. See what I mean?
Very spicy, but extra sour. Lots of vinegar in there. That's very addictive.
Yeah.
It's juicy, it's very, very heavy and salty. I can see why people, when they're a little bit wasted, want to come here.
Cheers, guys.
Boom. Salud.
How do you feel telling people to cheers when you're not offering them meat?
Oh, yeah.
That is offensive.
Okay, hold on.
Give them a little bit, not a lot.
Can I just hand people meat? All right.
Our next stop brings us to the bustling GHB Market, a mix of commercial buildings and outdoor vendors. Peppered throughout the crowd, you'll find purveyors of street food magic, frying bread, roasting meats, and handing out hearty portions of protein. First on my list, a Joburg classic.
Chicken dust. Why do they call it chicken dust?
Because I don't know, what do you think?
You're the local expert.
Turns out chicken dust ain't about the chicken, it's about the dust, or the seasoning they put on it. A blend of dried parsley, garlic powder, oregano, thyme, cayenne pepper, and black pepper. Dust it on the chicken and grill it over charcoal. Halfway through, slather on barbecue and finish grilling.
When it comes to street food, how much do people here love meat?
Street food, everybody wants meat.
Why meat and not just more carbs or bread or,
Oh, who?
something vegetarian? It's a punch of flavor on the outside when you first bite it.
The dusting
It's super savory. The meat is fatty, it's juicy, it's dark meat.
and sweet.
But yeah, a little bit sweet. Speaking of meat, we're gonna do something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've seen it in other countries around South Africa. I'm talking about the braai.
Braai is an Afrikaans word that literally means barbecue, especially an open outdoor grill meant for braaiing pounds and pounds of animal protein. You can eat it standing up or sitting down, day or night, alone or with a group. Later today, we'll be meeting some real braai masters. But first, a dish only reserved for Sundays.
We call it 7 colors. Black South Africans, mostly we know 7 colors. Every Sunday, we go to church, we come back and we cook this and it sets the whole week.
Traditional 7 colors includes rice as a base, and for the protein, chicken or beef. Then an array of vibrantly colored sides like this.
It's actually several colors, but because we are gangster, we call it 7 colors.
Right.
So,
Is this 7 colors though?
okay, how many colors do you count?
Well, how about you name the colors?
Green.
Yeah.
Why do I sound like I'm in preschool? Green, red, brown, light brown,
Okay.
white. How many colors?
That was 5.
Sure, but you should add the little.
Okay, yeah, there's
sure.
sub-colors.
7.
Let's round it up.
It starts with sliced red, green, and yellow bell pepper, white onion, and red onion, all stir-fried in olive oil. Add shredded carrot, some seasonings, and beef stock. After a few minutes, add in boiled spinach, and finally, cream of mushroom.
Eu incomodo, eu sei que eu incomodo.
Next, the protein. In lieu of the usual chicken or beef, we're going with ox liver. It's stir-fried in a wok along with peppers and onions. Hit it with a little bit of secret seasoning and a portion of the not-so-secret Al's chili sauce.
Deixa essa batida de
The liver and veggies pair with pop, the most commonly eaten softer preparation of corn flour and water. On the side, salsa and cabbage.
que ninguém quis cuidar.
So you grab the pop.
And then you're gonna go wherever you wish. So I'm picking up the spinach. I'm guessing they threw in some tomato and carrot.
I like the carrots. It gives it a little bit different texture.
Yes.
What else?
Let's go for the cabbage.
Now I'm curious if these are all going to taste similar, like have some kind of a uniting thread.
They won't.